In the everyday grind of life, where sweat and struggle mix with hidden heartaches, have you ever paused to think about the real stories behind the people pushing through at your local gym? Picture this: a successful gym owner, burdened by his own doubts, steps into the shadows as an ordinary trainer among a group of exhausted, unmotivated staff who mirror the quiet frustrations we all face sometimes. But as he witnesses one employee's raw, human journey, from overwhelming laziness, born of real pain, to a steadfast routine that holds her together, he's left profoundly moved by a personal loss that echoes the vulnerabilities we all carry. What everyday battles shaped her unyielding drive? How does one person's quiet strength ripple out to touch lives in unexpected ways? This tale, drawn from the kinds of genuine human experiences that change us, explores the messy beauty of resilience amid loss. It might just mirror something in your own life. Stick around for the heartfelt revelations that remind us we're all human. What happens next could inspire your next step forward.
Life in a big city gym chain like FitLife isn't just about reps and routines. It's about the people, with their aches, dreams, and unspoken burdens. Alex Thompson, the 45-year-old founder who started from a single garage setup inspired by his own weight loss journey, had seen his empire grow to dozens of locations. But now, at a crossroads in his midlife, Alex grappled with his own quiet regrets, distant family ties, burnout from endless board meetings. Memberships were dipping, reviews harsh, staff seemed checked out, like they're just going through the motions. What human factors were at play here? Was it low morale from long hours, or deeper personal struggles eroding the team's spirit? To understand from the ground up, Alex chose a path of humility, disguising himself as Jake, a middle-aged trainer returning after a health hiatus, complete with a faded t-shirt stained from real sweat and a backstory of overcoming his own laziness. Stepping into the flagship branch, the air thick with the scent of rubber mats and lingering protein shakes, Jake felt the weight of reality. Trainers huddled in corners, sharing tired laughs over coffee, their eyes heavy from shift after shift. Another day, same grind, one side, scrolling his phone while a client waited awkwardly. Jake joined in, mimicking their fatigue. Yeah, who has the energy? But inside, questions stirred. What personal tolls were making laziness the norm? How had his leadership failed these everyday people? Over the first week, Jake's observations peeled back layers of human complexity. The head trainer, Mark, a father of two in his 30s, snapped at minor issues but vanished during rushes, his voice carrying the strain of unspoken stress, perhaps bills piling up at home. The equipment lay scattered, mirrors smudged, as if the place mirrored the staff's inner disarray. Pause medium. If apathy was spreading like fatigue after a tough set, who was resisting it? Enter Mia, 28, with her no-nonsense ponytail and worn sneakers that spoke of miles walked in hardship. She arrived early, her breath visible in the cool morning air, methodically setting up stations with a focus that felt almost therapeutic. While others complained about sore muscles or family demands, Mia powered through classes, her instructions laced with genuine encouragement. You've got this, one step at a time.
Jake, drawn from real undercover experiences, where bosses learned humility, tested her resolve by partnering on tasks. Help me spot this lift, he'd ask, and she'd respond with steady hands. No hesitation. But why her? I was in a team worn down by life's pressures. What human spark kept Mia disciplined? Was it a supportive family or a hard-won lesson from past failures? One humid evening, as lockers slammed and the fluorescent lights buzzed, Jake caught Mia alone, wiping sweat from her brow with a trembling hand. Overhearing her mutter to herself, "Just keep moving," for him, ignited more curiosity. For whom? A mentor? A lost loved one? Approaching with the shared water bottle. Rough day, huh? Jake opened up first. Human to human. I get it. I've been lazy before, letting life slip. How do you push through?
Mia's response was halting, her voice soft with the authenticity of someone who's lived it. It wasn't easy. I used to be right there with everyone, dragging my feet, making excuses because facing the day hurt too much. Medium Jake leaned in. What changed? What pulled you out? She glanced at a faded photo in her locker, a man smiling broadly, then looked away. Life hit hard, but that's a story for another time. The air hung heavy with unspoken pain. What human tragedy had reshaped her? How might revealing it affect the team? What next for these interconnected lives? As days wore on, Jake pieced together whispers. Mia's overtime wasn't for pay but purpose. Staff murmured about her turnaround, hinting at health scares or family woes. Her discipline stemmed from real loss, like those an actual boss reveals where employees shared dialysis battles or family hardships. What risks came with uncovering it? Would it unite or divide? The human questions pulled deeper, mirroring our own curiosities about the people around us. The human heart of the story unfolded in quiet, unguarded moments, much like real revelations in undercover journeys, where bosses witness raw vulnerability. One stormy afternoon, rain pattering against the gym windows like unshed tears, Jake and Mia cleaned up after a class. The air smelled of effort and exhaustion. Mia's shoulders slumped slightly, a rare crack in her armor. You seem like you've been through the ringer too, Jake said gently, handing her a towel. Her eyes met his, filled with the weight of lived experience. Yeah, more than most know. What followed was a confession that bridged their worlds. Mia's husband, Ethan, had been her high school sweetheart, a gym rat like her, always pushing her with playful nudges. Come on, one more set for us. But 2 years ago, Ethan's unexplained fatigue led to a diagnosis, advanced kidney disease, requiring dialysis that drained their savings and spirits. We juggled it all, Mia shared, her voice cracking like in those genuine TV moments where employees bare their souls. I'd skip shifts, hide in bed, lazy because the fear paralyzed me. Ethan, he kept his routine, even on bad days, hooking up to that machine with a smile. His condition worsened. Hospital stays became home. In his final weeks, frail but fierce, he gripped her hand. Mia, don't let this break you. Build routines that carry our love forward. Discipline isn't about perfection. It's about showing up for the people who matter, even when it hurts. Ethan passed on a quiet morning, leaving Mia with grief that felt like an endless weight set. I fell apart, she admitted, tears tracing paths down her cheeks, mirroring real stories of loss that bosses have encountered. Laziness was my shield, avoiding the gym, the memories, but his words echoed. Slowly, she rebuilt, starting with simple walks, then structured workouts, channeling pain into purpose. Every class I lead is for him, for the life we almost had. Jake, moved to his core, shared his own human flaw. I've been distant too, letting success pull me from what matters. The connection deepened when Jake, still undercover, learned Ethan's quiet act, donating to FitLife's community fund during his treatments, inspired by Mia's passion. In a tear-streaked reveal, Jake dropped the disguise in the empty gym, lights dim, like a confessional. I'm Alex, and your story, it's touched me deeply. Mia's shock turned to sobs, then hugs, a raw, human embrace. Ethan believed in places like this, she whispered. Together, they mourned and marveled. What next for healing? Mia's vulnerability inspired Jake to see his staff as humans first, Mark's family stresses, others' hidden battles. This emotional bridge, like in actual episodes where dreams are granted amid tears, highlighted our shared fragility. From these deeply human revelations, change blossomed authentically. Alex, humbled, rolled out reforms rooted in empathy. Flexible schedules for life's demands, support groups for grief and health struggles, rewards tied to personal growth. Mia became a mentor, her routine a model, Trainers shared their stories, turning the gym into a community of real support. Memberships climbed as the energy shifted from apathy to authentic motivation. The enduring lesson, drawn from life's unscripted moments, is this: we're all human, with losses that test us, but discipline arises from honoring those pains, not as burdens, but as guides. Mia's path shows that routines built on love and loss can heal, inspire, and connect us in your own life. Amid daily struggles, what small step could honor your challenges? How might embracing your humanity lead to unexpected strength? This story, echoing real transformations, leaves us wondering, what next for Mia's influence? For the gym's renewed spirit, subscribe to delve into more heartfelt tales. Share your human journey in the comments, and let's build routines together.